Okay, so hopefully today we get more than a couple passes. I increased my secondary jetting to from 79 to 81, and I went back to the medium spring. If I get 3 passes, I'm gonna go medium, medium light, and then the lightest spring, and see how much of a difference that makes. Right now, I just got here, just got through tech, a little bit heat soaked, so I don't know exactly how well that's gonna go, but I want to make sure that I get as many passes as possible today, because chances are this will be the last time the car is out this year as far as getting actual ETs and time slips. Nothing come off the car. Had a little bit of tire spin coming out of the hole. I left the pressure gauge in the toolbox instead of taking it into the staging lanes with me, so I didn't get a chance to check tire pressure. But that was the heaviest of the springs. I don't think that was going to be the fastest time anyway. We're going to see when we get our slips though. Okay, so today they're doing it a little bit different. It's almost 1 o'clock, a little after 1, and I'm getting ready to do my 3rd pass. I didn't have the camera on for the second one. First pass was a 1396, and the second pass was 1391. Both of them were at 99 miles an hour. One was 99.18, one was 99.21. The changes that were made, I gave it 1 more degree of timing total, and I took the secondary jets from factory. It came with 79s. I moved them up to 81. So the reason that I done that was when I got home the last time, the only thing I was messing around with was the secondary springs, and I checked the plugs and they were fouled, and that's the first time that they were fouled. And I was thinking, well, that's factory jetting. I didn't change the jets, so it had to be fouling because I had the lightest spring, and just cruising around, it was bringing the secondaries open and putting too much fuel in there. So I backed off to the medium spring and ran the 1396, and then I backed it up with the 1392. So I put the medium light spring in, and we're going to make a pass on that now. I've got the tires down to 18 pounds. I don't see me taking them any less than that because they're a radial. I generally don't like taking them below 20. Some people argue about that, but that's my personal preference. My last 60-foot time was 192, and This car generally, when it's doing a good 60 foot, will go 189 to 190. So that's what we're shooting for, and we'll see how it goes. I didn't bring any jets with me to see if it would take more on the secondary side. I figured it would just be the springs I'd have a chance to work with, and I wasn't expecting to get this many passes. So we'll see how it goes. Getting just a little bit of chatter off the launch. Not sure, but I do believe that'll be the last pass. I didn't hear him calling for slicks, but we'll see. Yeah, I went 203 in the 60 foot, but I still went 1397. Okay, so the last pass, when I said I was going to move to the left of the little bit of a spill or whatever come out of that guy's car, it wasn't enough because my 60 foot time dropped off to 207, and my total elapsed time was a 14:05 at 97 miles an hour. Now the mile per hour generally stays pretty consistent. Regardless of your 60 foot, your mile per hour doesn't change a lot, and being that it's off 2 miles an hour, and it was off 2 miles 1.5 at the 8th, and I went almost 9. I went 899 in the 8th. I'm gonna say that switching back to the other spring, which is what I did between rounds, and I'm gonna go in the left lane instead of the right lane and see how that goes. This is my 4th run, and it's only 2 o'clock. So if this pass backs up what the other two did, then I know that as far as the tuning for today goes, that would be about it, because I didn't bring any jets with me to change on the secondary side. Okay, so my fourth pass, going back to the spring that I showed up on, gave me my best pass so far. I went 1383, and I do believe that's a best for this car. I'm almost sure of it. Went 188 in the 60 foot, 879 in the 8th, and my mile per hour still was only 97.44, where the first two passes were at 99. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I didn't get a chance to let it cool off as much this time, and I'm back in the right lane. I don't have a lot of luck in the right lane here, but I don't want to run in the same lane each time. Just my OCD wants me to try each lane an equal amount of times. Anywho. Okay, so I went right back into staging. They called us one last time, I believe. My car just does not like that right-hand lane. I went 203 in the 60 foot. Moses. But I still went 1397 at 97 miles an hour. So I'm going to jump back into the left lane for one more pass, and that should be it. Not a lot of time to cool down, but we'll see. It's the last pass. Okay, so apparently the footage from the last pass did not make it from the phone to the computer, and it is now MIA. So anyway, I want to discuss the last pass. I ended up getting 6 passes in. I sat one round out. There were 7 total, and my last pass, let's see, it's going to put it on there backwards. Anyway, my last pass, I went 192 in the 60 foot, 887 in the eighth, 1392 for the quarter at 97 miles an hour. My mile per hour in the eighth was 79.13. That was fit, and this was in the left lane. The left lane was really good to me. The right lane, it was just, there was a couple spills, couple breaks. Just it didn't work real well for me. But anyway, that's a wrap of that test and tune. I doubt the car is going to be out anymore this year, other than me working on it and trying a few small things. I'm going to do a separate video of what the plans are for the car moving forward, because I think I'm at the top end of what the for sure what the factory suspension can do. So there's some things coming with that. But anyway, I'm going to do an entire video on the upgrades and the plans for Shelly and her future. And it is going to start making a transition to being a full-on drag car. So if you're into that, stay tuned. Until next time, stay sharp, keep a tight shot group, and rock on.